season, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the local Texas product, J.K. Dobbins.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Second and 6 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Here's the option, running right. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's short. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 4-12 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down for the touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
Now Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. A costly mistake there in the return game, and that is not how you want to answer an opening touchdown.
Yeah, and your defense is asking you a lot of questions right now because you're already down 7-0. You turn the ball over, they've got to go right back out there to try and keep it from getting to 14-0.
Prescott. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Tylan Wallace,
33 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled down. He wound up getting 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Up the middle they go. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the
touchdown Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Play after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. From the 44, Jackson got his man there. It's Wallace complete.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
To throw is Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's short. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
First down, Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Prescott. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On play action, Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't,
Oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott now. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing, Prescott.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's short. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Operating from the gun, Cruz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jackson.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Charlie Kohler.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. This is Tony Pollard.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here's Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Obviously, Charles, such an important, well-executed touchdown, and that caps off what has been a strong second half. Remember, they trailed at halftime.
And how about the response? That's the type of thing that every team talks about before a season begins. Don't worry about the scoreboard in the half. Let's play strong in the second and come out and take the fight to our opponent. They did exactly that, and now they have the lead to show for it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know.